everyone, my name is Amy. Today I want to show you about the power of vulnerability, taught by Brené Brown. So do you know about vulnerability? Do you understand about it and do you know the impacts? I want to show you today what is vulnerability anyway. To contextualize this, I will take what Brené Brown actually talk about. She's talking about vulnerability and she says herself and about humanity surrounding us, the impact. And it is so deeper in her talks. Mostly, she first always showing us the expanding of perception. She showed herself that she and not everyone is really personal. And there's another kind of personal suggestions I think it's very cool. It's called if you can't measure it, it will not exist. So this is important to give the evidence. And also, she says we should not discover a way. And she also have the habit of the topics which she also needs to understand. She not really needs to question the topic. She says she needs to understand the topic. That's what it means. That was this if you can't measure it means, okay? And also this resolve is a connection. And she talked about connection. It's a bit difficult. And she want to tell you the topic that is a bit too difficult and unexplained. For example, if you're talking about love to somebody, they're gonna say heartbreak. And you say belonging, they're gonna say about the exhilarating, the most exciting experience they have. Also, it relates to shame and the fear surrounding us. But mostly, if you're saying all these things, heartbreaks, and say about just typical kind of measure things, that is always good and benefits. But actually, people say the negative things back. But what about shame and fear? When you talk about shame and fear, you might say that it was a sadness. But actually, for the second part of shame and fear, she says that it's connecting people. And also, even though it's not enough, she says it's growing in connection. It's called vulnerability. Actually, it's the truth and dimensional power to it. That's what the true dimensional means. But she actually hates it. She tried to fight it, to fight its emotion, but then she failed the contest. She failed her own way to escape vulnerability. And now, let's move on to the worthiness. In the worthiness about vulnerability, she mentions that love is belonging to the whole world and personally. And mostly that's mean worthiness means. She explained the concept of the worthiness. Worthiness means that you love yourself whenever you are and who you are actually, and you deserve love and care and thoughtness. And if you not deserve it, this means you're not able to explain about yourself. So now, I ask you a question relates to worthiness. The three most important word relates to worthiness is connection, compassion, and courage. These shows that who you are in tells, and you don't need to hide about yourself. You don't need to act like somebody else. You say that who you are is more important than the others. It's resolved to relationship, and if you say about relationship, you have to invest it. And remember that is where we should research. If we want to stop vulnerability, we must just have to stop it. Then you must just control and predict. That's vulnerability. She just have to control and predict herself. Fourth part is you can have her lifestyle short story. When she has to stop. When you want to stop vulnerability, you have to control yourself and predict. That's what she do in her story. She need a therapist. And that's how you show yourself when they ask for friends. And do you need any explanation? They will say they don't really want a therapist. And if she find one, she's called Diana. She will have a trouble about vulnerability. Vulnerability is a core of shame and fear, but it also creates joy, creativity, and love. Then what's the deal? She says, and Diana said, she don't know. She actually says that it's not a good or bad. She says bad way. But then it just turns her head and everyone laughs the same way. But I'm not sure. It's both the same. It's the same. We also have goodness and badness inside of us, inside vulnerability. So we can't always judge that to the world. And the fifth part is the way we numb. What's we numb in vulnerability here? And here, if we numb emotion, we cannot numb emotion. But first, we have to numb the adventure cycle. We have to numb everything we have in hand. And if you're not just emotions, for example, you can't already predict that this is bad because they are shame, fear, and stuff. No. And if you're not, that means you're not everything of your life. You're not change your back. But mostly here, humans, they have lost control of themselves. And this is why it's not addictive. It says we make them certain, but it's only made strong. That's why. And the blame here, and we have to blame ourselves to be perfect too. To be perfect, you have to blame. Saying us the word perfect, we have to distort pain and content. And this will affect the children. To affect the children, you might see when you hold these little babies perfect on your hands, you must say they're perfect, but it's not. You must say that you're imperfect, but your heart wants to struggle, and you deserve love and care. And in conclusion, you see the children deserve love and care. The world needs that, and that begins with vulnerability. Thank you for listening. My name is Emmy.